Here we are outside the Vitality Dean Court today, and hey, happy smiles for everybody.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Yes,
fantastic.
yes, yes.
I got 2 happy smiles right here, and we've had 2 goals today. Gentlemen, what did you make of that game?
It's just what we needed. You know, we had two
Yeah.
awful, well, not awful, but not great performances, and you know, it's just great to get back to winning ways, and we've just got that momentum now. So
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's a good luck charm. Every time we seem to come here, we just seem to just score goals, which is, I think we need to move to Bournemouth now. You know what I mean? We're going to leave London and we're going to move here. So
I'll tell you who stood out. What stood out for me today was the partnership seems to have rekindled itself between Zamora. Well, no, what do I call it? Anthony and his little mate.
Anthony and his little mate, that's what he calls it.
Yeah, but they seem to, their blue suits seem to have reconnected.
Yeah, definitely.
And they was getting back to how they were at the beginning of the season. Zamora was outstanding, I think.
I even think that midfield three that said that, Cantwell, Lewis Cook and Jefferson Lerma.
Jefferson Lerma, he seems to, while he's been off, he seems to have been brushing up on his close control skills, because he was putting a few little back heels here and there and what have you.
The midfield was just solid, you know what I mean?
Cook. They say he wasn't the player he was since he had his injury, but I'll tell you what, he's come back and he's come back with a bang.
Fantastic.
We heard the chant, didn't we? Lewis Cook plays for England. Never know.
You never know. You never know. Don't write us off, but it's just...
Yeah, it was well worth the
we had a stress to get here, being at Heathrow at 9 a.m. to get on the coach, but we're going to go home happy. It was well worth it. So we need to come back here. It's just beautiful.
So, gentlemen, I mean, there were a lot of chats about, Parker ball and the type of football we were playing, but that was
different.
That was chalk and cheese. I mean, I prefer cheese. What do you think?
I love my cheese. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was better, wasn't it?
I did like it. We went for them, and we rattled them. We laid off them a bit in the second half, which made me a bit worried because we was only 1-0 up.
Yeah.
And that's never very good. But as I say, first half they was really rattled, and hats off to the Derby fans who sung their hearts out all the way through.
Fair play to them.
Fair play to them. They were brilliant. So
I personally hope you do stay up. So
I hope they do. But
that's lovely. That's lovely, gentlemen. That's lovely. And thank you ever so much for coming on. Enjoy the journey home.
Thank you.
Okay,
Be safe. Well done. Hello there. You okay? Hi. What's your name?
Reese.
Hiya, Reese. How are you? You all right?
Yeah.
Good. What did you think of that game today?
I think we did really well.
I think we did really well too. What was your favourite part of the game?
Dom's goal.
The goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which goal was your favourite?
Dom's.
Yeah, Dom's goal. Brilliant. Yeah, I do agree with you. I do agree. It was a very exciting game, wasn't it? Did you come every week?
Every now and again.
Every now and again. Is that the best you've seen us play?
Normally on a Saturday I come.
Yeah, me too. Is that the best you've seen us play this season?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think you're good. And who was your man of the match today?
I'm going to say it's between Nat Phillips or Jack Stacey.
Oh, Jack Stacey did come in and play quite well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Good. If you had to push, who'd you go with, Nat Phillips or Jack Stacey?
Jack Stacey.
Jack Stacey. I think I agree with you. I think he played very, very well. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you. Hey, Noah, you all right? You're doing stretches there?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think of the game today?
Great.
I'm going to come down a bit because it's easier for us to see you. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Out of 10, what are you going to give it?
10.
10 out of 10. Love it. Excellent. And what was your favourite part of the game?
Lowe's goal.
Lowe's goal. Lowe's got 4 goals now in 5 games. Do you think he should have started, or can you understand why
He should have started.
Yeah, you like a goal scorer, don't you? You're just like your dad. You love goals.
Yeah.
You love goals. Is there anything else you liked about the game today?
No.
No, just the goals. More of that, please, Mr. Parker. Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At football club, I scored 2 goals.
You scored 2 goals.
And I won 3-0, thanks to my teammate's opener.
Fantastic.
It was a scrappy goal. It went past the line, then the goalie saved it.
And what position do you usually play? What position do you like to play?
Any position apart from goalie.
Right, okay. Did you hear that, Scott Parker? If you need him, he's ready to come on any position at all. Anything you want. Thank you so much, Noah. Shall we have a quick chat with your dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't take up much time. Just great to see a game of football.
Yeah,
just a game of football. You know, both sides really wanted to play.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for that. I see that every week.
It was quite good that Derby came out and they obviously wanted to get a goal and they gave us a bit of space to be able to do what we can do.
Yes. Yeah, they did exactly that. Yeah, we had space to break them down, and it wasn't like playing against one of the lower sides, you know, because Derby should be mid-table really if you take away the points deduction.
Yeah.
So they played really well. I thought Derby, both teams played really well, and it was just a good football match to watch. So enjoyed it. Thanks a lot.
Excellent. Oh, thank you, Paul. Thank you. Oh, I'll see you later.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
See you soon. Hello again. How are you?
I'm good.
Now that was a little bit different, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, brilliant, really. Good to see us like getting back into it and on the score sheet again. And we soaked them up for quite a while, but we got our balance up front and then put some balls through and got them in the goal. So
I felt a little bit bad for Leif Davis because I thought he started the game quite well and then he got injured. But I wondered if maybe Zamora being on the bench there, probably itching to get on, that showed an improved performance for him, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, he played well when he was on. Who came on again? Sorry,
Zamora.
Yeah. When Zamora came on, he played well. He got a few balls through and it helped us a lot, really.
Yeah, it did help us a lot. Who was your favourite player today? Who stood out for you and you thought, wow, that was great?
Steve Cook was good again.
Lewis Cook.
Lewis Cook, sorry. Lewis Cook was good again. Dembele was good. I think.
Who would you give your man of the match to, do you think?
Probably Steve Cook again.
Lewis, yeah.
Lewis, sorry.
That's all right. I do that sometimes as well. It's because we've had two of them for so long. I used to do it with the Fletchers all those years ago. Fantastic. Thank you ever so much for coming on.
That's okay.
That's brilliant. Good to see you. Thank you. Scott, you want to come on? OK, Scott, tell me in some words what you thought of that game.
It was a great game. We scored 2 goals.
Yeah, great game, scored 2 goals. Did you have someone who stood out for you today and you thought they played really well?
They are playing really well.
What, the whole team?
Yeah, the whole team.
The whole team. Was that a better game than the last game you saw?
It was a better game than the last one.
Fantastic, Scott. Thank you for coming on.
Yep.
Good.
See you on Tuesday night.
See you then. Thank you.
Hello, guys.
Aaron, how are you?
Oh, very good, thank you.
Good.
Not wearing your football boots, boys? I've got them all on video, by the way. I'll sell them for £5, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too bothered about mine. How are you? Are you okay?
I'm very well. You know what? Even 1-0, I said, even if they'd have equalised, gutted up as we would have been, I said, I've seen a performance today. I've actually seen a performance. I enjoyed myself. There was hunger about it. You know, we can put it down to Lerma coming back. You know what? I'm going to say something a little bit controversial because I'm a big fan of Phil Bill, but midfield 3 was so much more energy without him, you know.
Yeah.
Lewis Cook was outstanding for the 3rd game in a row, so he's obviously not going to go anywhere. Jeff adds exactly what Jeff adds, and Todd was great. So it's difficult to dislodge those 3. I'm not sure how Phil's going to get back in.
If I had a pie chart now, it'd be sort of into thirds, and it'd have an equal amount of kind of bite, control, and kind of flair with those 3, doesn't it? It just feels like they all bring their own things into this perfect kind of recipe.
I think it's a great mix. But you know what? I called it before. I said Derby are going to come and play, which they did. And any team that comes and plays, gives us a bit of space, we invariably win the game. And that's why I'm not too concerned about some of the fixtures coming up, because I generally think we play better against these better teams who come and play and give us a bit more space, which Peterborough didn't and Derby did.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. Interesting, a few strange changes in the lineup at the beginning of the game. Obviously, we've already talked about Lerma coming back for Billing being suspended, but also Leif getting on the pitch. Felt bad for him that he got injured so early.
I was calling for Leif to play, I'll be able to be honest, because I think Jay-Z's been a bit poor recently, so it really was a real shame. But when Jay-Z came on, maybe that was a kick up the backside he needed, because I thought after the shaky first few minutes, second half he was outstanding, Jay-Z, and if we can get back to him and that Anstey combination, because I thought Jaden Anstey was brilliant as well, then we're back in business. So yeah, I did feel sorry for Leif. I felt sorry for Ben Pearson as well, coming on right at the end. You know, these players are obviously all part of the squad. It's hard, but yeah, everything went right today, and the results went our way, which is great.
They did indeed. Yeah, Anthony played really, really well. People before the game wondering why Lowe doesn't get a game. Then Lowe comes on the pitch, scored 4 goals in 5 games now. That must be quite an interesting thing for Parker to kind of think about.
Well, you know, again, when he came on, he doesn't seem to do a huge amount in a game, but he scores goals, and was that 5 or 6 now? I can't remember, but it's going to be invaluable come the end of the season. So he seems to be in the right place at the right time, so you can't knock him. So yeah, he's contributing really well.
Fantastic. And Parker was given a potential nomination for Manager of the Month. After that performance, he's definitely gone up in my estimation.
Oh, 100%. I think there was a bit of a connection there today. The fans were great today. We didn't go goal down, which helped. But even at half-time, and it was, just before half-time, it was still 0-0 and the fans were still behind them. First goal is always massive for us. I always say it every game, it's massive. But that big relief in that second one in. But I did feel a bit more of a connection today. There was a Scott Parker song came out. I haven't heard that for a bit. So hopefully we've turned the corner and we can destroy Reading on Tuesday.
Thank you so much, mate. Lovely to see you. All the best.
Max and Ben.
Max and Ben?
Yeah, Max. As well.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing, gents? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good after that.
So, summarise. What did you think?
A lot better. I think we played a lot more positively, and the end result showed that.
Yeah, nice. I don't want to be greedy, but I've got to ask you this question. Is there more to come? I mean, could we even take it up a further gear than we did today?
Yeah, I reckon we could, because we played really well in the first half, but then in the second half, Derby got a bit of momentum towards our goal, and then Travers pulled off 2 great saves, and I was expecting him to go in, but where he's been on form, I'll take that. But then we got our momentum back, and then we just tapped it in the low, then we scored, and I was happy with that. The funny thing was, when I was leaving the game, I had the Derby fans give me all the fingers and that, because I was leaving. I'm like, all right, that's all right, but you can go home 2-0 down.
Yeah. Maybe they were just showing you those fingers to tell them that they're 2-0 down. Maybe that's what they were just trying to tell you.
We'll take that, yeah.
Travers goes under the radar a little bit. You just mentioned him there, but he did a fantastic job again to keep us in that game, didn't he? To keep it, it's ahead.
Yeah, he's been amazing all season, and I've seen lists saying that he's like 10th best goalie in the league, but I think he's easily top 3 because I can't actually remember any mistakes he's made for us, and he's just been so consistent, and he has pulled off some really good saves this season, and today he pulled off a couple of good saves as well.
And today, in terms of your best player, man of the match, I mean, a lot of people have talked about the midfield 3. Would it be one of those, do you think?
Yeah, I thought Christie did really well. I don't know who assisted Solanke's goal, so my eyes were shut because I was too busy celebrating the goal. But I'll be happy with that. Clean sheet at home against Derby, which we should be getting because they're bottom of the league. But the thing is with us is, I'm not writing Bournemouth off as much, but when it's the bottom teams, they will want to come here and fight and get something, because where they're bottom of the league, they will want to stay for promotion. And when we play teams like Fulham and we go do we scored that 6-second goal. Yeah. We went over the top and scored that, because teams like us and that might think we're safe because we're at the top of the league, but when it's bottom teams, they'll come here and they will fight for points. I can't lie. But Travers was really good today, and I think we deserve the 2-0 win.
Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you. All right, anything else you want to say, Ben, before you go?
I just think the whole team's really good, and second is ours. We're going up.
We're going up. You heard it here.
Commitment, that's what it gets you. Gets you a result.
Exactly. Lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you. See you soon.
Get in. Relief, mate.
We did that.
Much better. That's not talking about the half-time crossbar challenge, but no, much better today, mate.
Yeah.
More urgency, I felt.
Yeah.
A lot more urgency. Interestingly, we spoke in the week about it, and I looked at the stats. We had less possession today.
That's interesting.
And yeah, we're a lot of talk's been about his control and stuff. But sometimes I think when the game's a little bit more open, they try to play. It's a little bit more frantic. We've got better players than most teams, and we showed that today. I thought, credit to Derby, they try and play, don't they? Also, I thought was quite good at it, and they were trying to play at the back. And we were catching them every time. When you play team, that's why I'm not afraid of the fixtures, because I think when teams try and play against us, I think we catch them.
Yeah.
But yeah, as the things have been, probably a little bit harsh, but they've been falling apart a little bit. So you get the glue back, don't you? You get the glue back, and the glue is Jefferson Lerma. Chuffed to see him back. I thought him and Lewis Cook were brilliant, and they just allowed Cantwell to go. And then when Christie come inside, he was brilliant. He obviously got the man of the match, which I get. I actually would have given it to Jane Anthony. I thought Jane Anthony. Yeah. A lot of people probably wouldn't have started him today, and I thought he was brilliant. Shame for Leaf having to come off, but I thought Samura was brilliant when he come on as well. Nat Phillips was a rock. So Dom Solanke as usual, just working his socks off. But everything just come together today, and as I say, I just felt we were on the front foot for the majority. I know at 1-0 you was a bit nervy, but Travers made a few saves, but I thought we looked good. We looked more likely to get the next goal. I said to Sam on the vlog, there's going to be one more in this. We just got to make sure we get it. And Jamal Lowe, I've just heard that apparently he's got the best shot to goal ratio in the league now. That's why you bring him on.
He's waiting for the perfect goal, isn't
he? He is. He knows where the goal is at, boy, doesn't he? He's sniffing around. Dom done everything. Keane makes it safe, but he's there.
Yeah.
And that's what Jamal Lowe gives you. So, credit to Scott for bringing him on earlier today. And everything was a lot better today, mate. So you got to give credit for that. And if we go and beat Reading on Tuesday, we suddenly look at Peterborough and go, 7 points out of 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the results went our way, as usual. Say it every week, but Sheffield, who are the ones we're worried about, got battered. So Blackburn, I think, lost. So, yeah, I'm just so happy to see everyone in good spirits.
Yeah.
The crowd were pumping at the end. Players come over. It was really nice because we've been speaking about that a lot lately in the last few games. So it was really nice to feel like it's just a nice place to be again, mate.
Definitely. Nervousness was lifted from the players, but nervousness was lifted from the fans as well. Everyone felt a little bit more comfortable.
I do think, though, that at 1-0, we've had games where it's been a bit like, we're all a bit nervy. But today at 1-0, we're pressing them. We're getting on them with fun. So everyone's going, come on, we're going to grind you through this. And what we've said all the time, isn't it? It's that balance between the fans got to get behind you, but you've got to show us on the pitch. And today, we didn't set off them. We didn't go really deep and let them have all the ball. We pressed them high up, and they didn't have a moment to breathe at the back. For Christie, Solanke in particular, and Anthony, them three were like the old days at the start, where they just didn't have a moment, and they had to keep changing things to try and mix it up. So, yeah, no, credit to everyone today, mate. So I'm really pleased, and it's nice to be happy, isn't it?
It's nice to be happy. Nice to be happy. Thank you, Tom.
And we spoke about Sam's attempt at the crossbar. Are we going to do that later? I look forward to that second.
Later. Will that be in the vlog? Yeah.
Oh, Jeff's coming. Was that
Jeff your crossbar effort? Yeah. Do you want to talk us through that, Sam?
No.
Okay. Sam doesn't want to talk about the crossbar effort. You will see the crossbar effort in the next video.
Sorry, kids, go.
There we go. Right, gents. Okay, gonna zip round because we've got a few people waiting. So let's go with man of the match. Who do you think?
Phillips.
Why?
Because he was really good at the back.
He was really good at the back. Your man of the match?
Christie.
Why?
Because he was playing amazing.
He was playing amazing. And your man of the match?
Sorry, Phillips again. Because,
Phillips,
he made a bunch of good blocks. That would have created a massive pain for our defence if he hadn't been there a lot of times.
I think you're right. And I think Phillips and Kelly looked good together again today, didn't they? Yeah, brilliant. Excellent. Thank you so much, boys. Well done. Hello there, you okay?
Right, you okay?
Yeah, good. And what did you think of that?
Better than Tuesday.
Yeah, better than Tuesday.
I thought we played pretty well, pressed well.
Yeah.
A bit unlucky about Leaf coming off. I think Zamora just keeps letting the ball away sometimes, but a lot better.
Yeah.
Jamal Lowe came on, which was good, and scored again, so it was good.
Yeah, fantastic. We're really making use of the squad a little bit more now, aren't we? And players really seem to be able to come in and fit in. Quite often when players come in, they don't. Jefferson Lerma came back today. He's been suspended. Every time he comes back, to me, it feels like a new signing. He just seems to light up the pitch.
Really good. And I just don't think he's been playing well the last couple of games. I think he's trying to do too much. You know, trying to do the nice pass, and it just doesn't come off. And when he came off and Jamal Lowe came on, I think that was a difference. Christie took his role.
Yeah.
And and Lerma coming back, which was great for us. And look, again, Lewis Cook, fabulous. He's just doing bits for us. So
if we had all of our players fit, and you had to pick your three to go in the midfield there, because we generally play a little three, don't we?
Yeah.
Who do you think would be your three? You could pick anyone that we've had this season play around there.
Cook, Lerma, Marcondes. I like him. He's not just getting a game. I feel sorry for him.
I don't even know. Was he on the bench today? I don't know if he was on the bench. He was on the bench today.
He was, yeah. But, I like Marcondes.
Yeah.
And Cantwell does do well. Maybe he needs to go out on the wing. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But maybe. Anthony played well again today. So.
Yeah, one of his better games. I thought he did really well. Kind of back to the Anthony that we started to see growing earlier on in the season.
And he's had so much width on the pitch, and we just don't always play that pass. And it's we just need to play that quicker pass to him. And Phillips played a couple of passes out today. I thought he played well, and Kelly was solid at the back. And a lot better defensive.
Oh, fantastic! Well, thank you for coming on. Much appreciated. What's your name? Sorry, James. Lovely. Thank you, James. We much appreciate it. Thank you ever so much. Just at that point, I just also say thank you to another Mark, not this Mark, a different Mark. Come on in, Mark, who bought me a coffee. So thank you, Mark. But to another Mark now. How you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, much better than Tuesday night. Much better reaction.
Just wait a little bit. Sorry.
Even though we didn't create sort of loads in the first half. I know Anthony had a shot from sort of like distance. It was just better. We tried to go forward at least, and again, even in that second half, got the ball, tried to go forward, tried to create chances, didn't we? And Jamal Lowe just being in the right place at the right time again, just to sort of finish it off. So which was good. So move on to Reading, and hopefully Another 3 points, and teams to keep dropping points, aren't they? So it's ours for the taking, really.
Yeah, completely. What kind of game do you think we're going to see against Reading? You know, we think about the game that was on last Tuesday, which we don't really want to talk about too much, and we think about the game that was away to Preston, but then we think about today. I mean, what kind of performance do you think we might get against Reading?
Yeah, I don't know what to expect from sort of Reading, because I thought Derby might have been a bit better than what they were today.
Right, okay.
I mean, Peterborough weren't sort of great. I thought Derby might have been a bit better, but I don't know if they were really too much better than Peterborough, really. So Reading, I mean, they conceded 4 today. I think it's probably more just about us, really. If we have that good start, put them under pressure, like we did sort of like Birmingham, and a bit sort of like today, put teams under pressure early and hopefully get like an early goal. And I think it's more about us than maybe like the other teams, sort of like, really. But yeah, if we could just attack for that sort of like first minute, create chances, and hopefully we can get an early goal and just get that confidence, really.
Who today really lifted your spirits and you know, gave you a bit of hope? Because, you know, obviously we talked about the previous fixtures. The performances have not been incredible to look at. You know, they've not been terrible results wise, but they've not been great. Who today really stood out for you and made you think, oh wait a minute, you know, this is going to be a good day?
I think Jaden Anthony was good. I think he did really well for the for Solanke goal. He sort of like beat a couple and then sort of played it across, and Solanke was there to finish it. I think like Christie was good, trying to get on the ball, count well. But I think somebody who also sort of I thought played really well was Nat Phillips.
Okay, yeah.
Again, somebody who's is a bit more sort of like, you think maybe coming from Liverpool, played in the Prem and the Champions League, might be a bit better on the ball. But I think today he was just there just to head it, kick it, win challenges, and I think he just looked a bit more solid today, Nat Phillips, there at the back. When maybe a couple of times he's like maybe not been that great in the last couple of games, but I think today looked really solid at the back. And even though we sort of like won and maybe picking out a defender, I thought he was good as well. But yeah, maybe Jaden Anthony, I think probably sort of man of the match.
Good. Everything's looking sunshiny and rosy all of a sudden, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Do you think we're going to make it up?
I think it's us to lose, and all these teams keep dropping points. We've got games in hand, and just keep going, really, and hopefully, yes, it's us to lose, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Now.
Brilliant. Thanks for coming on, Mark. Really appreciate it. Thanks. Good to see you.
Cheers.
Hey, Duncan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm all right.
Hey,
good
to see you.
Really quick. First home game for me since December 2018.
Wow.
Yeah. Prior to that was Rochdale in 2009 when we won 4-0. So.
Wow, you got a good record.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah. Magnificent to just be down here for the day.
Yeah, we're used to seeing your face on the road a lot.
Away games, because obviously live in West Yorkshire, but great to be down here. Do you know what? Good atmosphere today. After Tuesday night, everybody really depressed, and I think 7-8 wins and we're going up.
7-8 wins, we're going up. I like that. Yeah. I like that. I can probably count down from that. We can try and work out in my head now while I'm just talking to you. So, in terms of performances, you've seen quite a few this season when you were on the road. How did that compare to what you've been getting used to seeing?
Well, every single away game this season, I think, has been pretty turgid, to be honest. I was chatting to a couple of lads last night in a hotel in Winchester, and we've not seen a decent performance on the road. Today, after Tuesday, I thought that was really good. Yeah. Really solid. And you know what? I think the crowd was up for it today. I think that was really good atmosphere.
Yeah.
And you know what? We sit there on our hands, don't get involved. But after Tuesday night, I think Scott Parker was a little bit with his comments about the crowd.
Yeah.
I think fair play to everybody who responded. And if we keep that up, we're going up.
There was a lot of talk about, Scott might have to give a bit or we might have to give a bit. And I think both did a little bit. And whether it was intentional or not, it certainly felt like we were playing more attacking football, which, again, helped the crowd, but then the crowd were then cheering more for the players. It wasn't, like, the best we've ever heard it, but it's certainly back on the way up, as you say. Can we keep this momentum going, do you think?
Got to. I think after last night, Huddersfield dropping points, the 2 goals West Brom stuck in, I think that's momentum changing. I think if everybody just gets behind the team, gives them the support, the players will respond, and actually if Parker just lets them attack with the flair they've got, should be all right.
Should be all right. Before I let you go, man of the match?
Man of the match, definitely Christie, and I'll see everybody next week in Huddersfield. I live 9 miles from the ground. It's a home game for me, so all the best.
Up the Cherries, buddies. Look after yourself. Yeah. Ethan, how you doing, buddy? Before we start talking, can we have a little look at your shirt again? Just lovely to start with that. Absolutely brilliant. What did you think of that today?
Very good.
Yeah.
Finally a win after those dreadful draws and losses.
Felt like we had to kind of, after the last few games, if you sort of string them all together as one long game, felt like a real grind to get here. But it feels like we're finally there. We're finally stringing together some kind of performance that looks like what we want to see.
Exactly. I mean, a win, just what we need as well.
Yeah.
Second now, I think. Huddersfield not that far behind us, but need a win. Now, finally, we got one.
Yeah.
Now we're second. Still got 2 more games in hand, I think.
Yeah, I think we have, yeah.
So if we win those 2, I think we'll be all right.
Lots of pairings. People start talking about little pairings between people kind of working together. Phillips and Kelly seemed to work better today, didn't they? A lot of people were calling back for Cahill, but now I'm not so sure. What do you think?
Phillips, he did brilliant, but I'm not sure about Cahill. I don't know if he can get in the team or not.
No.
Since the start of the season, he's brilliant, but I don't know if he can get in the team no more. But try a game and see if he's all right.
And Zamora came off the bench, but an improved performance from coming off the bench. Do you think maybe he was sitting on the bench thinking, I can't wait to get on? Because he did seem improved, didn't he, from the last game?
I think
so, yeah.
Parker said you can have a little rest for a little bit, and then Leif Davis was injured, and then he's like, Zamora, it's your time. And he's like, get in.
It's my time.
Yeah.
I like that. And who do you think really shone today? Whose time was it today? Who was your player of the match?
Solanke.
Yeah?
Or Phillips.
Yeah, okay.
So Phillips, he played brilliant. That tackle he did, and Solanke, I thought that header went in. That would have been like our first goal of corner for us for the first time in this year, I guess. And
Brilliant. Well, it was lovely to see you, Ethan.
And I got a gift for you too.
A gift for us too?
Yep.
Oh, mate, that's gorgeous. Thank you. I'll keep that one for Sam. I'll give it to him in a minute.
Oh, beautiful.
That is beautiful. Love it. Thank you, buddy. All the best. Speak to you soon.
Yeah.
See you next week.
See you later.
Good. Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Very good. Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Nice to see you. What a perfect day.
Perfect day, the way that you've come down here and you brought us 3 points. I really
Perfect
across,
day, well,
across, I shouldn't say
I
down.
don't want to claim all the credit,
No, I mean, some of it was me, I will admit.
Much better, much more purpose and intensity today, and I particularly enjoy a goal in stoppage time in the first half after they were rolling around on the ground for much of it. It was lovely, poetic justice.
You love your poetic justice.
I do
don't
love
you?
a bit of poetic justice in a game.
Yeah, something about musicians, I think, and their poetic justice. You and I shared a car for a short period of time, and we were concerned.
We were
concerned,
and I think the players just played with a lot more kind of bravery up front. They took players on, which is rare this season. Took a few risks, and it paid off. So, well done, Scott Parker.
Okay, now this week, Jeff, you were on the radio. You were on Radio Solent. You gave your piece. You gave your thoughts to them. Now, if they were to come and speak to you now, because no, we haven't got it. If they were to come speak to you now, would your tune be changing?
It's all about down to what the players implementing the process, if you like, and what they did today was they played it with a much more aggression and intensity and a bit of verve. So I like a bit of verve. Probably put it on the way home.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks ever so much, Jeff.
No
Good
worries.
to see you, buddy.
Yeah, cheers.
And we got Kirk.
I won't stay too long.
Hey, buddy, crossing the streams here between channels. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, it's a lot better, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Now, I must ask you your thoughts pre-game. How are you feeling going into this one?
I think I've said a bit on social media over the last couple of days. Frustrated. Look, we're second in the league. The rest of the championship will think what we're moaning about. But if you watch every single game or you go to most games, you'll understand there's certain gripes. But I woke up this morning, fresh mind. Sun was out, and maybe we might get a sunny performance. And I think there's still more in the tank, but a lot better.
Yeah, it did feel like, and you're right. I mean, the other fans of other clubs might be thinking, what are they talking about? But there felt like there was a decline coming. But that was a definite jump up. How high a jump up was it, though? I mean, are we back to where we should be? Is there more to come? What can we expect going forward, do you feel?
Well, I definitely think there's more to come. It's whether we can buy into what Scott Parker wants to do, and those players can still then show their ability that they have in the locker. I thought what was good today was I was critical of Jay-Z on Tuesday. Felt like the player that we saw months ago was not doing what he was doing months ago, and today he come on the pitch for Leif Davis, and look, he's driving forward 30 yards. And Anthony was hit or miss in the first 20, I thought, but once Jay-Z came on, Jaden Anthony started to take players on, and subsequently we scored from Jaden Anthony taking players on and the rebound landing to Dom Solanke. So players are doing what they were doing when we were unbeaten, and we need that to continue. And we scored goals at really key times just before half time. Then we dug in deep because I thought Derby really took hold of possession early on in that second half. Mark Travers had to make a save, but he's done that all season. And then Jamal Lowe, it's another one, isn't it? It's another goal. He's in the right spot at the right time, puts it away, and you can't knock him for that.
You cannot knock him for that. Just pick up on a little point there you said about buying into it. And Jeff said a similar thing. And I think that's been something that it's been called out in the media, you know, that the fans are going to have to give a little, or Parker's going to have to give a little. And it felt like the perfect compromise today, didn't it? Because it felt like we were starting to play football that was a little bit more progressive. But the fans at the same time, I think, were starting to accept that aesthetically, the football's not going to be the same, and perhaps we need to maybe applaud the fact, hey, look, we kept the ball for that long. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it doesn't always have to be about directness.
I think you're right. I think you're spot on. I think there is going to be a compromise, which is why I sort of woke up this morning with a fresh mind. I mean, I was baffled that Scott Parker was baffled that we were baffled on Tuesday. I think what was interesting today, I was watching the warm-up down the North Stand, and Scott Parker was very, very close to the touchline by the goal. You could almost shake his hand. I've never seen him that close. That was really interesting. I thought, hang on a minute. Is he starting to get it a little bit? Now, I'm not saying he's going to be Eddie Howe. I'm not saying he's going to bring out the Jurgen Klopp German, fists up and all that sort of thing. But it felt different before kickoff, and then the crowd felt like we were in. We felt like we were behind it. We were going to give it another go, and I didn't really feel like I heard any negative side of the crowd today. And I think we need that. So look, he's not Eddie Howe. But we have to buy into it. But obviously Scott Parker's got to play his part as well and just give us a little bit. I said this on my stream last night. Let us in. We will enjoy it if you let us in and understand it a little bit better. And I think that's the way forward.
Yeah, fantastic. And just anyone at home thinking, what are they talking about? And thinking to themselves, wait a minute, you won 2-0, that's why you're happy. No, there's more to it than that, definitely. Please go back and look at some of the other videos, because we've all talked about it. It's change of diet, change of the way that football is. And I think you're right. I think a good day all round.
It is, and other teams have dropped points. Huddersfield dropped points, Sheffield United have dropped points. I think Sheffield United were going to be the ones to watch, actually, with the games in hand we have on Huddersfield, and it's back in our hands again. It was always in our hands, but we've still got games in hand. We've got Reading coming to town on Tuesday. We should be beating them. I said 7 from 9 out of these 3 home games. We've got an opportunity to do that before we head away to Huddersfield. So look, smiles on faces. You're always going to be happy when you win a football match, but we want to see good performances. We want to get bums off seats. We pay money. We work hard because we want to be excited.
Yeah.
That was a little bit like that today. I think there's still more in there, but it was good signs.
And what a game to be playing next as well.
Reading.
Can't
wait.
Hey, we go back. We go back, Reading, don't we? We go back.
We do. We certainly do.
Yeah, lovely to see you, Kurt. All the best. And that's it from us outside here at Dean Court. We really hope that if you did watch the game, you enjoyed it as much as we did. And if you enjoyed this video, we'd like you to like, subscribe, and click the little bell thing which tells you when we're next back. Keep tuned to the channel. See you soon. Cherries.